Hi girls, it's Katie, Katie Johnson, and I have the privilege of calling myself one of the llama mamas around here, here for our llama squad team. Okay, so I am a senior team manager with Jamberry, and I get the privilege today to come and explain to you one of our most favorite incentives that we run as an entire team here, okay? And it is our Goal Digger incentive. It's one that you will see each and every month, and it is unique to our squad, our team here, and we love it. So we kind of hope that y'all will love it too. Okay, so I'm going to keep this as short and sweet and to the point as I can possibly do, but it can be a little bit confusing to explain too. So just putting that out there, bear with me. But first I want to tell you about why. Why do we choose to do this and why do we think it's important? Well, it's kind of proven that making goals, making a vision for yourself and your business is really one of the keys to success. And so we wanted to focus in on that and then help break it down into ways that make things seem achievable through proven theories and proven practices. So here we are, and we came up with our Goal Digger incentive. Okay, so first of all, let me just show you what you're working, what you're hustling for when you are participating in this. This is open to anybody and everybody who is a part of our team here on the Llama Squad, okay? So what you will get in the mail is one of our Goal Digger decals, okay? So what's a decal? Well, it's a vinyl sticker per se, okay? But it's something to be held with pride, something that could actually possibly bring up conversations with people when you're out and about as well, which is always good for our businesses, right? But I'm just gonna show you a little one that I actually, see, I get all excited because I'm proud of it, that I just put on my mug here. Look at this, you guys. Do you see that? Goal Digger. Okay, so this is a vinyl decal. When you get it in the mail, and this is why I said it can be a conversation starter, right? You're out and about and people are like, oh, what does that say on your cup? Goal Digger. Let me tell you about it. Let me tell you how I achieved that. Some people like to put them on their computers, on your journals, whatever you want to do. But when you get it in the mail, you'll get a fun little inspirational photo that you can put up maybe in your office or something, just to remind you that you did achieve this and it's a big deal, okay? And then your decal will come on something that looks a little bit like this. And if you're like me, I'd never seen something like this before, so I was like, well, how do I work this thing, right? Some of them come off easier than others, but I'll just tell you, when you take it off, kind of treat it like you do your Jamberries. You don't want to touch the back side of it before you put it on whatever you're going to adhere it to. And when you take it off of here, it should stick to the clear side. Okay, this is we call this the transfer paper. It should stick to the transfer paper. Some of them are a little bit sticky and you have to kind of work it off of there. But once you get it off, make sure that your surface is clean, just like with our jams, right? And then you can stick it on there. Just give it a good rub on there, I guess, and then you can take the transfer paper off and it will leave it so that you have just your decal on there. So something, I mean, it's simple, but it's something to be proud of, okay? And then when you get a collection of them going and you have your whole cup filled with them, awesome. Then you've got something big to talk about out there. Anyway, so that's what you're working for. We hope that you like the incentive. I know I do. I get super bummed if I ever miss out on one, so we hope you like it too. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty of how can I get my hands on this thing, right? So there's two parts to it. The first part is your monthly goals, okay? So your monthly goals could be really kind of broad and basic, but it's a bigger picture of what are you working towards and why do we do it every single month? Well, in our business, in our compensation plan, things are paid out on a monthly basis, okay? So it doesn't matter if you've been with this company or this business for 6 years or if you just started yesterday. Come the first of the following month, all of our numbers are going to go back to zero and we get to start our hustle all over again, okay? Some people are like, whoa, that's a major downer. All my numbers just went to zero, and then people like myself see it as like the cup half full, and I'm like, sweet, it's a brand new fresh start. But the thing to remember is that it's the same way across the board for all of us. So that's why we break down our goals, our bigger goals, into monthly chunks, okay? So for a lot of people, it's really easy to go off your rank. So look at the requirements for what your rank is now, and maybe you're going to stretch this month and try to promote to the following rank. Make sure you know those numbers. What does your QV need to be? What does your team QV need to be? How many active legs do you need? That's the bigger picture that we're looking at, so that you and your team can work together to achieve that, okay? So when you're talking and thinking monthly goals, that's kind of a good way to look at it. Another thing that some ladies like to put in there is how many parties are they going to host that month? And you'll even see people put a little box and they can check it off. How many people will they be offering the opportunity to this month? Put your little box and you can check them off as you go. But again, these are bigger goals. Now, one thing I want you to remember is when you're making big goals, we want to make SMART goals. And I know that's kind of a term that a lot of us have heard in a lot of different ways, but what does it mean? So I'm going to break it down for you real quick in case you've never heard it. It's an acronym, really, okay? So SMART. The S stands for specific. Be very specific with yourself. Don't write down, I want to have great sales this month. Well, what does that mean? Be really specific so that when you hit it, you'll know. Say, I want to have $500 in sales this month. Be specific. Make it measurable, okay? So same thing. You want it to be a number that you can measure. I want to offer the opportunity to 5 people this month. Put those little boxes. Make it something you can measure and check off as you go, okay? So specific and measurable. A stands for achievable. So this is like when you have to get really realistic for yourself, and sometimes it takes a few months of playing around with it and finding out what is realistic and achievable for my life and my business and my family, where everything kind of incorporates in there. We want you to put value in your family and work balance, okay? So what's achievable? So let's say, yeah, I would really love to have 3,000 in sales every month, but is that achievable for me, having a job outside of the home and 4 children and a husband and life that's a little chaotic sometimes? Not really. But what is a little bit of a stretch but still achievable for me is 1,000. 1,000 in sales every month. I know I can achieve that. And there might be some months where I know I'm going to have a little more time on my plate, and I might stretch that to be 1,500. Okay, but you got to make it work for you and your family and your work-life balance. Okay, R is relevant. What is relevant to you? Let's say that you are in this business and you know that you're not really into building a team. You want to focus on sales. Well, would it be relevant to you to be putting little check marks for how many people you're going to offer the opportunity to? Probably not. Make it relevant to you and what your big picture is, okay? Or what is your big picture goal? Is your big picture goal to make the next, or to earn the next incentive trip? Well, break it down. How are you going to get there? And make your goals relevant to where you're really trying to go with this business, okay? And then T, of course, is time limited. And again, we're kind of helping you with that one in the fact that we're going to break it down into monthly, okay? So by the end of this month, or maybe you want to break it down even more, by the 15th of this month, I'm going to be active, or I'm going to be 500 in sales. Make it time sensitive so that you know then how to break it down into your weekly action plans, okay? So that's the second part of this incentive. Not only do you need monthly goals, but you also need to break it down into your weekly action plans. And this is where we've really seen a shift in people feeling like they can do this, okay? So they're not just setting out a big giant monthly goal at the beginning of the month, but now we're breaking it down into what are we going to specifically do each and every week, and that's where we make our action plans, okay? This is kind of up to you on how you do it and what your life looks like outside of Jamboree. But let's say you know on Mondays and Tuesdays and Thursdays you can really work your business hard, then you're going to take your calendar and you're going to figure out Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, this upcoming week, this is what I'm going to do to help me get towards my big monthly goal, okay? Is it going, and again, think smart, is it going to be, I'm going to, do my hostess coaching on Monday and Tuesday and at these times, and really be specific about it and reach out to your hostess and make those appointment dates. Write it on your calendar. At 10 a.m., I'm going to talk to my hostess on Mondays and Tuesday, or on Monday and Tuesday. And on Thursday, I'm going to work on my thank you cards from the month before for my sales, okay? Whatever it should be for you, whatever works for you. But my biggest recommendation is be as specific as possible for a couple reasons. One, because then you'll get it done and it's going to feel really good when you check it off. And two, when you're really specific and you get to check it off, it really starts this mindset game where you're understanding that you're working towards something. There's a momentum going. You can celebrate when you are setting something out and you're checking it off and getting it done, and it's really going to give you energy to move into the next week. But just remember how important the two are together. Take that monthly goal and kind of plan it out for the next month. What am I going to do each week to get these things done? And it's not always going to play out that way, but then when you get done with one week and maybe you didn't get a few things done, you can find places to plug them in the next week, right? You don't just go, oh shoot, I didn't get that done, and don't ever do it. Find places to plug them in the next week, so then by the end of the month you're good to go. You've gotten all your goals accomplished, and we will be cheering you on the whole way. Okay, so what are the requirements for this incentive, and how do you make sure that you don't miss out on any of them, right? So those are the two parts of it. So our monthly goals, we want to see them posted on the first Monday of the month. Okay, so this is going to sound, just write it down. Monthly goals are due by midnight Mountain Standard Time. We do everything Mountain Standard Time since that's the way our home office runs, okay? Midnight Mountain Standard Time on the first Monday of each and every month. That's when we want to see your monthly goals. Now, that may end up being on the 1st of the month, or it may not be until the 5th of the month. My recommendation, get them done as soon as possible so you know what you're working for. But as far as earning this incentive, we actually want to see a snapshot photo, or if you handwrite them, or if you type them, whatever works for you. We want to see it posted in our group page under that specific post where we're asking for it by midnight Mountain Standard Time on the first Monday of the month, okay? So that's your monthly goals. Now, action plans also due by each and every Monday, midnight Mountain Standard Time, each and every Monday. Okay, so some months will have 4 Mondays. Some months will have 5 Mondays. So that Monday, midnight Mountain Standard Time is going to become like very programmed into your brain. Like, oh, it's Monday. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, goal digger. I got to get myself organized and ready for this week. Okay, so just program that date and time into your head if you want to be a part of this incentive. Now, so the first Monday of the month, we're going to be asking for 2 things, right? We want to see your monthly goals as well as your action plan. So to keep it streamlined and like as not confusing as possible, here's how this scenario is going to play out. One of our leaders will be popping up a post here in our group page, or if you're watching this somewhere else, in our Llama Squad group page. And we're going to be asking for, hey, you guys, it's the first Monday of the month. We're looking for both your monthly goals and your action plan. Please post them in the comments. So the best way to keep this streamlined, you guys, is pop down into those comments, show us a picture of your monthly goals, and then comment or reply right underneath of that. Make sure you write a little thing that says, here's my monthly goals. Go right below that, reply to your own comment, and say, and here's my action plan for this week. Okay, does that make sense? If it doesn't work out that way, that's fine. If you have a hard time getting it to post, that's fine. Just make sure that we can see both of them. But the best way to keep it streamlined for those of us behind the scenes that are keeping track of all these, for all you crazy goal diggers out there, would be that first Monday of the month, come down. You know, you're going to hit comment, you're going to pop up a post of your monthly goals. We'll be cheering you on. And then right under that comment, you're going to hit reply. You're going to reply to your own post. And right there, you're going to say, and here's my action plans for this week. So you're going to have 2 on that very first Monday of the month. I think by doing that, it will streamline it. It will make it very clear. Every Monday, midnight, Mountain Standard Time, you're going to have something due, okay? And just remember, this incentive is for all of us. It helps me be accountable. It helps you be accountable. You can take part in it or you don't have to. But we really hope that you will see a difference in feeling like you do have the time to do this, that you can make it work with your busy lives. Find out how much time you have to kind of whittle out, and then make your goals appropriate and achievable according to that, okay, you guys? And we love cheering you on. We will be right there in the comments. If you have questions, reach out to your sponsor, reach out to your team manager, and make sure that this all makes sense to you. And then use this video, you guys, when you bring new people onto your team. Make sure you either tag them to this video or you can send them the YouTube link as well. And make sure that they jump on board. If they join in the middle of the month, that's awesome. Make sure that they're ready to jump on to that next Monday and start their action plans then, and they can achieve that month's Goal Digger sticker as well. Even if they're joining at the very end of the month, if they get in there after they've joined, they will be qualified as well, okay? We really hope that this will help you to reach your goals, okay? Good job, you guys. Can't wait to see your next month's action plans and goals. All right. Bye.